Welcome back to Nuclear News, July 4th edition. We've been covering the uranium space for years at this point. This is where we started talking about uranium on this show. This is where we are now in uranium spot price, and we're just getting started. And why is that? Because uranium is the new oil. It's the fuel that's going to be powering everything in the future. Just like fossil fuels came, and now they're trying to make them on their way out. Uranium is just getting started. That's why we see price appreciation like this. So will it continue? Am I right about that? Am I right that uranium is the new oil? Well, let's see what just 1 week's worth of events are telling us. From Bloomberg Intelligence, global uranium deficit can last into 2029. So on the supply-demand fundamentals alone, the uranium spot price has to appreciate over the intermediate term, over the next few years, right? If there's less supply than there is demand, price has to go up. Now, if we look further out, what is going on with the demand for uranium? Failure to meet surging data center energy demand will jeopardize economic growth. So there's an existential threat to the future growth of our economy, and it has to do with energy constraints. So what energy is being turned to power the future? Like I'm saying, the new oil. AI boom leads to nuclear deals. Owners of roughly a third of U.S. nuclear power plants are in talks with tech firms to provide electricity to data centers to meet AI demand. Tech industry wants to lock up nuclear power for artificial intelligence. The largest tech company is looking to buy nuclear power directly from plants, which could sap the grid of critical resources. So what this is telling us is we need more nuclear because critical resources are being drained. Crypto exchange Kraken is considering going nuclear. Massive demand for energy from high performance computing and artificial intelligence firms is changing the landscape in terms of power stability. So every single demand model that you've seen for uranium is completely wrong because it is not factoring in uranium as becoming the primary fuel source for data centers, for technology, for practically everything. And again, these are big statements, but what are the facts telling us? The Department of Energy announces $2.7 billion to secure new sources of domestic uranium enrichment capacity. There isn't enough uranium to meet this skyrocketing demand, right? So what are they doing? They're going to pay a fortune to get it out of the ground. They're going to pay a fortune to miners to get it out of the ground. The Department of Energy will sell LEU or uranium to utilities operating U.S. reactors to support operation and sever our reliance on Russian import. So U.S. starts seeking bids for domestic low-enriched uranium to counter Russian influence. Again, money pouring into this space to meet the future demand and to offset the scarcity of supply. They're doing everything they can to offset the scarcity of supply. U.S. needs major nuclear power expansion to meet rising electricity demand. Southern Company CEO said. Southern Company is a multi-billion-dollar company. The U.S. needs to install more than 10 gigawatts of new nuclear power. This is equivalent to about 10 nuclear power plants with a single reactor each. So the world is desperate at this point for nuclear power. So they're turning back to 3 Mile Island, the one that had the issue a while back. Constellation talking to Pennsylvania on 3 Mile Island restart. So that alone confirms the bull case for uranium. But then we have brand new technology, revolutionary technology that's going to increase the demand even further. RollsRoyce has unveiled a new mobile nuclear powered reactor reminiscent of the one created by the Marvel superhero Iron Man, aiming to revolutionize clean energy solutions for both terrestrial and extraterrestrial applications, right? There is only one way to make space exploration feasible and scalable. It's nuclear power. There's only one way to make all the future growth plans on planet Earth feasible without fossil fuels. It's nuclear power. Now we have this brand new technology that's going to power it all and confirm that uranium is going to be used. Didn't even talk about the global growth, but here are a few headlines. Nuclear power to supply 22% of Italy's electricity by 2050. Norway announces more plans for reactor deployment. Company signs agreement with Mayor of Lund in the county of Rogaland. Just one corner of the earth adopting nuclear. Wait till it's 50% of the nuclear power generation of planet Earth India is trying to get it up to 22%. We're just getting started in this space.